Aerial attack!
How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max. Wait a minute. You know, the other day I posted a small little clip in EVP. I think I not your turn. I think I debunked it. Yeah, I'm debunking it. Oof. Debunk. Oof. What happened is, there's me sipping coffee, like, you know, and right before it sounds like I thought it said exit tray, but it says exit show when I listen to the recording back again. And then there's like an all right, exit tro, all right. And when it says all right, I'm already sipping coffee. So it's not me. It's not my voice. And I didn't have anything turned on. Although that's what I thought. You see, when I didn't have my, oh, by the way, yes, I didn't have my online paper up. I had to go look for the bringing it up online. And when I did that, there was a video in the background on another tab, and it started to play. And I'm thinking that's where my debunk, oh, cheat. That's my debunk. That's right. And to make up for that, I got a little something thought on Spook 101 stuff I'll tell you about. So now, back to the regular action. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii. The channel. That was a mistake. The channel. Okay. All right. Let's just get some of these things on. I turned this on, and right now it's on. You see the little green. That's the lowest. That's good. There's nothing really happening here. The computer might make it flicker if I brought it close to the yellow. But it was in the red, orange, yellow bit. It was like up there, definitely up halfway, over halfway. What the heck is that? It was the fan. I had the fan on. See? So stuff like that. But let's get these going on. The cat ball, though. The cat ball is another story. It has its own little world. So we're going to put that on there. There you go, cat ball. With that, and they can just hang out there for a bit. As I tell you, I saw this thing. It was telling about this old theory, and I knew about this. The atomic theory, the atom, the nucleus, and the electron spinning around. And there's the old Niels Bohr thing that we all learn, and you get the atomic symbols and stuff from that. Well, when I learned it, I learned this intricate, complicated scientific stuff where there's the s orbitals and the p orbitals, and it just goes up and up and up like that. You know, the more electrons, and they have basically a probability cloud, is what they call it. So it's not like something like what do you call Sputnik going around the nucleus. It's something like where it's all over the place. It's all over the place, and it's at one spot at the same time. It's quantum physics stuff. It's like, what? So it's like, if you observe it, you could probably observe it in the point, but it's like when it's just there and it's electron clouds. The s orbitals are spherical, and the p orbitals have these like 8 shaped bumps, and that affects how the atom reacts with other atoms, because that's how they make molecules. Atoms bumping, connecting, and making atomic bonds. Atomic bond. And nucleuses have they're neutral and they're positive, and electrons are negative. Now, hurry it up. You're running out of time. Not enough time, Captain, for all this. Well, When they tell you that 99.9999 99.999% of an atom is space. That is true. So 0.001% is 0.00001% is the mass or the weight. The mass creates the weight. So it's all space, pretty much. So we're made of atoms. We're 99.99 space. How can you see me, right? Because I'm made of atoms. You're made of atoms. Things are made of atoms.
If it's all space, how can I conceal it if I go like this? Ouch.
Okay, well here this is. All that space is really the electron cloud or wave form. So that big cloud, okay, put it in perspective. If the nucleus, if an atom was big, how you can't think of this? If one atom was the size, with one nucleus, was the size of one, proton, electron, one atom like that was the size of a football stadium. I mean, 50,000, huge football stadium, an atom. The nucleus would be the size of a pea. That shows you how much space it is. Okay? So all that space is the electron cloud. Well, the electron cloud is negatively charged. So you get this big electron cloud instead of like a pea. You got a big football stadium, and they repel. If you have a magnet, it attracts metal, but if you have two positive, two negative, it repels. So it keeps its form. Anyways, so my theory is this. Electromagnetic detection. If a person dies, they say, oh, electromagnetic energy. I don't know. Maybe there's something connected to that. Connected to the electromagnetic energy theory, which is not proven at all. But this is kind of might help support it. And you can run with that. Why are we mostly space? Because when a body dies, it decomposes into little atoms and they... Okay. Ghost box. Calibrating. Okay. Get going on. What's in the news? The news is Trump was raided by the FBI. That's right, Mar-a-Lago. They broke up into his safe because they were searching for documents. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, or murder. Uh-oh. God. Yeah, they're seeing red because they're...
Oh my, they're targeting us.
They got a warrant for documents that you took from the White House.
You big orange dum-dum.
They're trying to...
Oh, offensive. I'm taking offense. It's a
false... What is it? False offense? False outrage? Fake outrage. Yeah. So they're doing that because it's near all that time to do all that stuff. And into the headlines... Oh, there it is. Oh, gosh. For a second there. So it's searched by the FBI, and oh my gosh, he's looking a little bit like Better Call Saul here. And top of the headline here is candidates returned $142,000 from the besieged executive. So this guy is up for corruption charges from taking bribes from these companies, and that, offer them bribes for companies. This is about money and politics and big favors and deep pockets and all that stuff. The guy...
I gave him back the money.
Actually, the money went back to the Campaign Spending Commission. Why'd you give it to the people? What the heck? Campaign Spending Commission gets the money, but it gives it back to them. Too late, buddy. You took the bribes. That's the crime. You took the bribe. You try to get your way now. UH study says on-site disease amid global warming. Now, UH study, they're trying to get some science going on, but apparently, people don't believe UH science too much, but this science is, I don't know, the premise is pretty solid. Global warming, climate or atmosphere and the ground, and it's producing storms, and we don't have the 4 seasons like we used to know the 4 seasons. The jet stream is going wild. Giant chunks of the polar ice caps are breaking off and floating around. Penguins are going,
I don't have a home.
polar bears are going,
my fur's white. What am I gonna do?
and animals coming out of the woods and going through trash bins and eating children or whatever the animals do. And there's just all kinds of whack, and especially the storms and the heat waves and the tsunami stuff, and all this stuff is pointing to, I think there's something happening. Finally, it's all politics where they're like pushing back with a fake or false narrative of no, it isn't, and it's just denying it. You can't deny it when, you know, you got 100-degree heat waves and flooding and the jets. That's all jet stream stuff. The jet stream's all whacked out of. It's not there. It's like, where is it? They're gonna have the climate or the earth rising temperatures. Well, thank God they passed that thing where they're trying to do something with money and power of government to do something to help alleviate the climate change, help, you know, but it's gonna be a long haul that we don't even know if we're past the tipping point already. But the UH is on the ball because they're sleuthing it, and the sleuth part is diseases are gonna come back. So the fourth mini apocalypse, the one called pestilence, is over. Because what they're saying is the stuff's gonna come back because it gets hot. You know, like hospitals are really, really cold because it stops the spread of diseases and MRSA and all that. Well, the whole climate, the whole Earth is gonna be one petri dish for more plaguish stuff. So, yeah. Hey, is Jesus coming in the clouds yet? It's like all these indicators are happening. And didn't it say something in Revelations about this junk? I'm on board with that, I think, because in the sense that I believe they're correct, because when the permafrost, when it's permanently frozen or under a certain temperature, when it starts going and melting, you're getting the mammoth, the woolly. Just a second. Online paper, make me reload. Oh, God. So when the permafrost melts, the stuff when like some mammoth had some trichinosis or something, when you melt the permafrost, the thawed out mammoth will give people trichinosis or whatever it is. You know, they got like diseases from the ice age coming back. And why you need volleyball? Worldwide fall. Oh no, what's this? This got. I'm not going there. Bye. And there's a bird on the beach because yesterday was really, really blue sky. You know what? Oh no, better call Saul. Hey, you know what? Relax. What's happening? Back in the day. Oh, remember 1988? Remember those big kind 60s, 19 flower 60s? Actually, I think that's supposed to be a plumeria.
It's the three-way crosswalk. In the intersection in 1980, check it out. Does it just cross on the flowers?
It's like, oh God. Plumeria flowers have been painted on the major intersections in Waikiki to indicate pedestrians can cross it any way they choose. Which got confusing in law. Maybe someone got anyways. Anything else? Mississippi viral video. Oh, there's so much bad stuff going on. Oh, but that's okay. Okay. And then everything's flooded. Biden, you can get the wheelbarrow. Oh, that's a tub, eh? Is that a wheelbarrow? Holy crap. You know what? Let's just read one kind. Oh, look.
Oh, look, what's back in fashion again? Oh, Kevlar. Back in fashion.
I'm too sexy for my Kevlar. Too sexy for me.
Okay, that's very funny. Let's read one. Scroll. Okay. Media overstate threat of monkeypox spread. Is monkeypox just another, quote, wag the dog, simply a diversion? While the White House declared it a public health emergency, it doesn't warrant the press it gets. In 7 months, we have approximately 7,500 cases, primarily in New York and California. More than 95% cases are found in homosexual men. Symptoms are pimples, headache, maybe nausea, maybe. Symptoms last 2 weeks and in rare cases 3 weeks. No one in the US has died. 5 of 10 people who died worldwide had underlying long-term health issues. Declaring this an emergency frees up large sums of money for drug companies to develop unnecessary vaccines. One senator even recommended invoking the Defense Production Act, thereby putting even more money in the pockets of drug companies, Big Pharma. Those in Washington, D.C. are either deluded, complicit, or misinformed of the real issues. It's time we notify our government officials. It's time of the real issues that need their attention and consideration. Nelda Peterson, Waikiki. I'm sorry. Thank you for your opinion there, Nelda. You got it wrong though. You're some type of partisan guy. You know, those things just like, oh, look, they're canceling Dr. Seuss. Diversion. Well, in this case, no. I don't know. Midterm elections, I don't know what the motive here is. You know, Biden's doing something good, but they're not. They're declaring they're feeding Big Pharma money. No, monkeypox is real. And it's just not homosexual men. It's skin-to-skin contact. It's not a sexually transmitted disease. It's a skin-to-skin thing. And the pimples, oh my God, maybe nausea. There's like these burning things. I've been listening to this thing. These pimples, these bumps that grow, and they're like scathingly, powerfully painful, like shards of glass or burning or scraping. It's like really painful. Kind of like you'd think, another thing, I forgot. I got my shots for that one. I forgot what it's called. That's scabies. It's like that thing. Did you ever get your the skin thing? It's the scaly skin thing that you get the shots for. I got my shots. I don't have to worry about that. And this, they had the vaccines. That's the thing is, it's a failure of communication.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
It's a real thing. They could have eradicated it pretty much easy, but CDC and all that little machinery just wasn't on board. It wasn't fast enough. It should have been like, here's 150 cases, boom, we got it. Because we had vaccines in storage in Denmark, or something like that. And we had, you didn't make more vaccines, they didn't distribute vaccines, they didn't get those people. We had tons of vaccines that expired on the shelf that could have done, and we didn't even give these to foreign countries, they just expired on the shelf. Thousands of vaccines that could have done this, stamped this out. And monkeypox isn't from monkeys, it's like from rodents and stuff. And it's going everywhere. And it's painful, it's serious, and people can die, and they can get serious. And this thing of, the people...
Oh, that's just a homosexual man. It's just the people with underlying conditions. It's just in California. It's just in...
That's dismissive of something that could have been... We had all the components to do it, and we failed to contain and eradicate monkeypox. The U.S. failed because we weren't on board funding the CDC kind of actions that help do that. That's Luke. That's where you failed, Luke. So that kind of thing. Oh man, Big Pharma. Oh gosh, there's something. Anyways, wash your hands. Wash your hands. Oh gosh, don't touch me. Okay, time to say bye. It's Tuesday. Have a wonderful day. Oh, no, fresh air though. Oh, the trade winds coming back. Oh, they're coming back. There's too much trade winds though.
Fresh air though.
Fresh aloha.
The trade winds
Fresh air. Fresh sunshine. Fresh aloha to you. Fresh aloha. Yes.
Fresh air. Fresh sunshine. Fresh aloha to you. Fresh aloha. Yes.